Okay, so finding a nice, comfortable position in which you'd like to feel comfortable and supported for the next 10 minutes. And if it feels right for you today, just allowing the eyes to gently close. Or if you prefer, you can lower your gaze to an area in front of you and keep your eyes open. I'm going to begin today's session with a grounding practice, welcoming practice, using sound, the sense of sound. And then we're going to move into an awareness like the sky practice after that. So let's just take some moments here to allow ourselves to settle, to come away from whatever it is we've been doing this morning. You might have had a very busy morning, lots of doing and thinking and organising, and just take some moments here to arrive, feeling your feet against the floor. And sensing into all the other areas of the body that's making contact with the surface beneath you. Feeling the pressure points, feeling gravity holding you in place. And that might be through the sit bones if you're sitting in a chair. And if you're lying down or leaning against the back of a chair, just sensing into the spine and all the muscles in the back and where they're making contact with that surface. And using these pressure points as an anchor if your mind is still busy and lots of thoughts racing around, just giving it time to keep coming back to these sensations in the body. And sensing into the arms hanging out of the shoulders, and the weight of them resting against the body, or wherever they're resting. They might not be making contact with the body. And noticing the hands. What are the hands doing right now? Sensing into the weight of the hands. And scanning back up and noticing the head. Feeling the weight of the head, whether it's resting against another surface, a cushion, a headrest, whether it's freely being supported by your head, your neck and your shoulders. And sensing into your face, all the muscles in your face, and just noticing all the areas of softness and tension, whatever's here. Maybe welcoming a little bit of softness into the face. If you can, if there's any tension in the brow or around the eyes or in the jaw. And as we begin to settle into the space that we're in today, I'm going to invite you to open your awareness to the sense of sound. I'm going to begin by noticing sounds that are really close by to the body, maybe even coming from the body itself. So really investigating whether you can hear the sound of the breath, and the sound If you swallow, the sound in the throat, or any sounds coming from the belly. Or maybe no sound at all coming from nearby the body, and that's okay. Sensing into the sound of silence. And then just opening our awareness a little wider and beginning to notice sounds in the rest of the space, the room that you're in right now. Maybe the humming of a device nearby. Maybe the buzzing of a fly that's found its way in. Anything at all, or maybe just the sound of silence. And if your mind is busy and keeps thinking about what you've been doing before or what's to come later, just notice. With kindness, just bring your awareness back. Trying to sense into the sounds going on around you, sounds that just come and go all on their own. You don't have to do anything. Even the sound of my voice coming in and out of your awareness. Expanding our awareness once more to the rest of the building that you're in. Noticing if there's any sounds going on that you can pick up. Whether there are any animals moving around or other people in the building talking, or televisions or radios. Or again, maybe just silence, the pleasure of quiet stillness. And expanding our awareness once again to outside of the space that you're in. As wide as you can allow your sense of sound to travel. Noticing all sounds that come and go in your experience right now. There might be some sounds of nature, bird song, dogs barking. Maybe traffic. Or still maybe nice, quiet, grounding silence. And the invitation now is to begin to bring our awareness back in again. So out from outside into the whole of the building, the space that you're in, your surrounding area. And back into the room in which you're resting. And back to the body. Noticing if you can discern even the slightest sound coming from around the body or in the body. And just knowing that we can return to the sense of sound at any time, at any point during our day, wherever we are, whatever we're doing. Just to take a moment, a mindful moment, to ground ourselves. And the invitation now is to let go of the sense of sound and come back to the weight of the body, wherever you're resting. Just sensing into the pressure points as you scan gently in your own time through the body. Notice where the earth is coming up to meet you. And then as we begin to bring this meditation to an end, this first grounding meditation, just maybe introducing some gentle movement back into the body, stretching your fingers and toes, maybe having a roll of the shoulders, whatever you need in this moment. Maybe lowering your chin to the chest before opening your eyes. And then we'll just take a minute here to have a stretch, maybe have a drink of water before we move into the second meditation for this session. So the next meditation is going to be an awareness like the sky meditation. And there's a short quote from Pema Chodron that I really like. That's, "You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather." That was quite nice. Nice quote to begin this practice with. Okay, so finding yourself a comfortable posture once again in which you'd like to meditate. I would suggest finding a comfortable but alert position. So maybe sitting up, but of course, if you prefer to lie down, then that's completely fine. However you want to rest for the next 20 minutes. And maybe bringing the shoulders back and opening the chest a little, which can also symbolize an opening of the heart to the whole of the spectrum of our experience. And then for this practice, to find our center position, maybe just having a very slight rocking forwards and backwards and left and right to find your center, where you're stabilized, where you feel you're resting in your central posture. Relaxed yet alert and open posture. And if it feels comfortable to do so, you may wish to close your eyes, or you can keep them slightly open, just lower your gaze. And with your posture strong yet gentle, maybe lifting the crown of your head ever so slightly towards the sky. Supporting the openness of your posture. And if it feels comfortable to do so, maybe bringing a slight smile to your face, just to relax the facial muscles, to release any tension, and to symbolize a welcoming in of our whole experience today. And we're going to begin by focusing our attention inward. So allowing our attention, our awareness to drop into the body. And once again, noticing the weight of the body like we've just done in our grounding practice. Just sensing into those areas where we can feel the physical presence of the body through the contact with the surface we're resting on. And also taking a moment to drop into the feeling tone around the heart center. Just sensing into the middle of the chest, halfway between left and right and front and back. Just holding our awareness here for a moment and just noticing how we're feeling right now. Noticing as best that we can without any judgment. Noticing with kindness. And just allowing whatever's here to be here without the need to suppress it, change it. So just taking some moments here to scan through the body. Sensing into your posture and your facial expression. Just noticing how it is right now, not changing anything for the moment. And sensing into the constellation of sensations as they arise and as they fall away again. Noticing areas of ease and softness. And also noticing areas of tension and tightness that we quite often find through coming out of busyness and doing mode. And if you can, maybe softening those areas as you become aware of them, those areas of tension and tightness. Maybe releasing your shoulders a little, allowing them to drop. Maybe softening the belly a little, allowing it to relax and let go. Maybe unclenching the jaw and softening around the eyes. Wherever you feel a little bit of tightness, just introducing some softness. And the invitation now is to bring the sensation of the breath moving through the body into the foreground of your awareness. And just for the next few breaths here, just breathing in a little deeper and slower through the nose and releasing through the mouth on the out breath. Maybe 3 or 4 breaths in your own rhythm, and allowing each exhale to be at least as long as the length of the inhale. And when you've done this, just for a few breaths, just allowing the breath to return to its normal rhythm. We don't have to make any conscious changes. We can just notice as it moves all on its own. And now we've taken some time to really settle the body, settle with the breath. I'd like to invite you now to bring to mind a vast, open, untainted, crystal clear, deep blue sky. There's not a cloud in sight, just a clear expanse of blue, beautiful blue sky. And as we move through this practice, this visualization may come and go, but just maybe holding onto a sense of this vast open space as we move through the practice. And this sense of spaciousness is akin to our natural awareness, boundless and expansive. The awareness that lies behind the noise within the mind, the thoughts that go round and round, the emotions, the feelings. I invite you now to imagine your awareness merging with this image of this beautiful, vast, open blue sky, allowing them, if you can, to merge. So that your awareness is now the sky-like awareness, beyond any sense of the body or the mind. Open, boundless, beautiful blue awareness. And as we rest in this boundless awareness, just being and open, just noticing how sensations in the body and the mind still arise and fall away. Both fleeting and insubstantial, an ebb and flow of sensations as they come and they go. Yet still we can rest with this wide open awareness and just notice. And also as we rest here, just noticing the breath, the gentle ebb and flow of the breath rising and falling, as if like a slight breeze within the vast open space of our awareness. Not trying to change it or do anything, just notice. And just as the sky is unaffected by the breeze, yet it contains it, so too is our awareness, unaffected by our breath. Also beginning to notice sounds like we did before in our grounding practice, just noticing how sounds rise and fall. They rise up into our awareness and fall back away into silence. We don't have to do anything. Just allow them to come in and out of our awareness as we rest here in this beautiful blue. And also beginning to notice our thoughts. They're still around and they still come and they go, and just noticing, watching them as they come and go through our awareness, almost like fluffy white clouds moving across the sky. They're always there, they're always around, and they rise up and they pass on by, just like the clouds in the sky. And like the clouds, the thoughts arise naturally in the mind. Momentary phenomena that rise and then fall away. If we just allow them to be, with a gentle and kind acceptance that they are here, then they will soon fade away once again. You might notice also as we rest here in our awareness, like the sky, that there's a part of you that's watching, that's witnessing and noticing the thoughts and the sounds and the sensations and the breath. From behind the clouds, awareness itself, where we're aware and we're knowing what's coming and what's going. And can we allow it to just be as it is and just notice, just witness? And just as the sky contains the clouds, our awareness contains the activity of the mind, including our ability to witness this activity as it ebbs and flows, rises and falls away. And sometimes we become entangled. Sometimes we become attached to our thoughts. And by association, we end up moving from thought to thought to thought. And this is akin to the small fluffy clouds accumulating into larger clouds, larger cumulus clouds, maybe grey rain clouds even. Yet even then, we can still see the blue sky. We know it's there. We maintain a sense that we are the awareness and not the fleeting phenomena of mind activity. The clouds can build and the thoughts will come, and we might be lost in autopilot for a while. And sometimes they may even whip into storms as we navigate life's dramas and challenging events. And yet, our sky-like awareness remains constant, always present, unaffected, stable, open, accepting and free, sense of freedom. And in time, the storms will dissipate, lose energy, and we start to glimpse the blue sky again. Just as we start to feel like our natural selves again. Back in touch with the natural freshness of life and sense of beingness. And once again, returning to the vast, open, beautiful blue sky-like awareness. Always present, always accessible. So let's spend the last few minutes in silence and just basking in the open sky-like awareness for as much as we can, and being an observer of the sensations and the sounds and the thoughts that come and go through our experience. I'd just like to end this meditation with a short poem, the Radiance Sutra number 24, from Radiance Sutras, 112 Gateways to the Yoga of Wonder and Delight, translated by Lorna. This body is made of earth and gold, sky and stars, rivers and oceans, masquerading as muscle and bone. Every substance is here. Diamonds and silver, magical elixirs, ambrosia that gives visions, herbs that nourish and heal. The foundation of the planet, immortal magnetic iron, circulating in the blood. Every element in you loves the others. Earth loves rain, sky loves sun, sun loves the space it shines through. Space loves everyone equally. In meditation, luxuriate in knowing this deep and simple truth. Every cell is an organ of sense, infused with majesty. So the invitation now is to bring your awareness back to the sensations of the body as we begin to bring this meditation to a close. So letting go of the awareness like the sky and coming back to the weight of the body wherever you're resting. Sensing into the pressure points as you scan through the body. The sensations that let you know that the earth is coming up to meet you and holding you steady. And then in your own time, just introducing some gentle stretches and movements to just wake up the body again. And when you're ready, just allowing the eyes to gently open. Thank you.